Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Stories of Life. Today's story is The Seed and the Mountain. So let's begin. In a remote Himalayan village veiled by mist and myth, an old man named Dada knelt beside a withered apple tree. His gnarled hands brushed its peeling bark as if comforting a dying friend. 10-year-old Leela watched him, her bare feet sinking into the cold soil. "Why do you talk to a dead tree, Dada?" she asked. He turned to her, eyes crinkling with a sorrowful smile. "Nothing truly dies, Beta. It just becomes a story." From his pocket, he pulled a tarnished locket, its chain broken, and pressed it into her palm. Inside lay a single seed, shriveled and ancient. "Plant this where the mountain weeps," he said. "Our ancestors swore it grows where hope does." Leela clutched the locket, unaware of the storm brewing beyond the orchard. That night, rain lashed the valley like the sky itself was grieving. Her father argued with stone-faced bank officers in their cramped kitchen. "One more season," he pleaded, voice cracking. "The apples will bloom." "The dead orchard won't pay your debts," snapped an officer, slamming a foreclosure notice on the table. Thunder shook the house as Leela slipped the locket around her neck, its weight cold against her chest. Years later, the orchard was a memory. At 18, Leela worked in a gritty city factory, her fingers stained yellow from packing turmeric. The air reeked of cumin and sweat. Her boss barked, "Eyes on the line, girl. Dreams won't pay bills." But Leela's gaze drifted to a faded photo tucked in her apron, a snapshot of her grandfather's tree. That night, she pried open the locket and dropped the seed into a spice box bound for distant shores. When her mother fell ill, Leela returned home. On her deathbed, her mother pressed a crumpled letter into her hands. "Your dada's gone," she whispered. His last words, "The seed finds its soil." Leela opened the locket. The seed, once brittle, now gleamed faintly, as if kissed by starlight. Days later, a stranger arrived, a woman with silver-streaked hair and eyes sharp as hawks. She carried the spice box, the seed resting in her palm. "This survived deserts and storms," she said. "Why do you think it's special?" "It's just a seed," Leela muttered. The woman smirked. "So were you." She left behind a book, *Ancient Seeds of the Himalayas. Its pages whispered secrets of resilient plants that thrived in cracked earth. Fueled by fury and hope, Leela marched to the bank. The officer who'd seized her family's land was now a frail old man. She slammed the seed onto his desk. "I'll repay the debt with this." He laughed, a dry, rattling sound. "A seed? You're as mad as your grandfather." Leela leaned closer. "Madness built the pyramids." With the botanist woman and a band of skeptical villagers, Leela climbed the mountain. At a hidden glacial spring, she knelt and planted the seed. "Nothing grows here anymore," a villager scoffed. "Then we'll grow something new," Leela replied, pouring water over the soil. Seasons turned. Leela aged, her hair streaked with gray, but she returned every year to tend the sapling. Decades later, a colossal apple tree stood where the mountain wept, its branches heavy with fruit. Children gathered beneath it as Leela, now a grandmother, told tales of stubborn seeds and stubborn hearts. Her granddaughter placed a new seed in the soil. "Will it take 50 years to grow, Dottie?" Leela grinned. Stories grow faster. Carved into the tree's trunk were names, her grandfather's, her own, the botanist's. Empty spaces waited for those yet to come. The locket dangled from a branch, catching the sun like a promise. Legacy isn't what you leave behind, it's what you plant in others. And in that village, where the mountain once wept, hope had taken root. Moral of the story: the greatest triumphs are grown together, one stubborn seed, one defiant heart at a time. Right now, thank you for watching. See you in next video. Take care, stay happy.